Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Tantei wa mo Shindeiru. And last episode was very eventful. We had the whole stuff with the evil organization, kind of did a raid on them, and yeah, the one guy pop up and explaining a lot about what they're all about, and we also had a lot of just straight up action and battling with tentacles and guns and just a lot of crazy stuff happening, as well as just we finally had the thing. Like the show already made it very clear that the detective would die. I mean, it's in the show, and just kind of been waiting to see exactly how that went. In last episode, we it seems like we did get that because Hell just literally rips her heart out of her chest, and I think puts it into herself. So there's a lot to unpack with that for sure. And we ended off with the episode with our protagonist just kind of waking up in a room with that nice picture between him and Siesta. And presumably that takes place right after the events we just saw. It's really hard to know for sure because non-linear storytelling and all that. But yeah, I'm really curious to see exactly where we go from here. So let's jump on in and check it out. 3, 2, 1. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we're at the city. Hey, city. This is Nagisa, right? Or yeah, Nagisa's her name. Been a long time. Formerly fought against. Ooh, wow, that's pretty. Man, the spark is all over the place. Yeah, that was a very striking visual. Birdcage, like what we see in the ED. Okay, that was actually fairly unsettling. Uh, so I can't become a detective. Well, not with that attitude. Took me a second to remember which psycho he was talking about. Okay, we're with Yui. Oh, I am okay with. Oh wow, that is a ship. We're on a boat. We're on a boat. Not quite you envisioned. Just don't end up on Gilligan's Island. You'll be fine. Whew. Yui-chan like the Yojo summon that lets us do fancy things. I like how the sunglasses are just there. It's a nice touch. Shadu? Are you the real one? I don't trust it anymore. Okay, so it's been a year. Now we know the timeline. Well, Nagisa's here, so. There are no coincidences. He always finds trouble. You know, the past year. Well, he's a sidekick. I mean, he needs a detective. Who are you? She inherited Mom's heart. We are very serious, detective. Thank you. That is a very serious look, shouted. I also have to get reused to Nagisa's voice, because I keep hearing Kirino every time she speaks. Yeah, sorry you had to see that, Yui. Please call her Yui. I hear crying? Or... or something. Uh, she was a little bit rude, but, you know, she just doesn't understand. She doesn't know. I would love that. Ooh, wow. This is a fancy ship. Poker. It's kind of like a casino. It's just got everything. Let's just assume this ship has everything. And just took everything from you. Maybe you should walk away. This is how you lose all your money. Who else would it be? To give you a good chop. Yeah, I would definitely like to learn more about what that's all about. Okay. Well, let's tap it. Well, everything is on this cruise ship, so. It's a big if. Yeah. Yeah. You'd rather be an improper idiot? I haven't had a chance to say it yet, but I do like her outfit. Because he's a sidekick. He can't be a detective. I think we established that. One's a sidekick, always a sidekick. Robin Hood can't just become Batman. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't sound too bad. I would expect nothing else. we found the pool. So let's see. Yes, I'm about to say, let's see the swimsuits. Yeah, they both look like they're having a great time. You know, we could have lingered on that a little bit longer, but okay. Guess we gotta keep the plot moving. So, nothing yet. French restaurant. Ooh. What do you mean? Like a date? Kind of implied it. I was looking for something. I know, right? You didn't even stick around to enjoy it. It's so rude. Our future together? Gotta go somewhere more private. It sounds a bit sus. She says as she progressively shoves meat into her mouth. I'd be so worried about knocking over one of those bottles. Ooh. She actually arrived. Yeah, I I do appreciate the outfit. Yeah, I got that impression from the change of outfit. Keep telling yourself that. Yeah, I wasn't saying anything. What are you talking about? Ow. And to be honest, we haven't had enough screen time up for her to make to really know one way or the other. But they definitely not as bad as she came across as in that scene of them meeting. Back to that birdcage. You know, this reminds me so much of Flyable Heart, I almost feel like it's intentional. Have a good sleep. Yeah, CS' heart definitely given her, you know, wings, a new life, a chance to be her own person. That's a voice. Like a voice changer. I, oh no. Oh no. Not Nagisa, we just got her back. She's so short. Yeah, because apparently she's got herself wrapped up in a bit of trouble. Can't we just have a normal, chill trip? Is that so much to ask? Sherlock? Did that say Sherlock? Sherlock Holmes. We didn't even find it yet, I don't think. I would assume so. Right. Oh. You know she's serious. Man, this place is just so fancy. When I think about how much bigger the ship is than the apartment I live in, it just gets depressing. But we haven't found her. Or the thingy. Okay. Where are we? What are we doing? Okay. Fair enough. Maybe it'll help now. Worth a try. Not sure I believe you. What an honor. That's a great way to think of it. Ideal. Don't you mean idle? Really should hurry up. There's not a whole lot of time left in the episode. Then... Okay. What do we need? Oh, that's serious. It's giving me serious face. It's almost 8 o'clock. I can barely tell because the watch didn't have numbers, but... Oh. Oh. Freaking chameleon. That makes sense why I couldn't find him. Nagisa. You're wrinkly in the outfit. It's a nice outfit. Yeah, the bequest, however you pronounce that. Bequest. Yeah, we could not find it. Don't do that. How about I give you a bullet? Is that a good deal for you? Now I guess I'll wake up and bite his tentacle tail or whatever that is. Or at least try to. Mm. I choose Nagisa. That seems unreasonable to me. Technically, she's a passenger too. Yeah, I was afraid she'd say something like that. We can't lose 2 detectives in one show. Yeah, we really don't want to have to find another vessel for the heart. I think he has. He's gonna save everyone and kill you. And roll credits. Yeah, not naturally. And like I said, I think that's supposed to kind of be a bird cage. Although, technically not a bird cage, more like a human cage, but I think it's supposed to be the same idea. A light in the midst of hope. Okay. Okay. Well, that was the 10th episode of Tantei wa mo Shindeiru. And we have once again shot forward into the timeline. Seems like there's been like about a year between those events and now, right? Because we had that one shot of him waking up in the room, which I assume is right after all that stuff, and then we just skipped over here. So we didn't really get to see too much of what happened in between, right? I don't think we really got much in the way of clarification on much of that stuff, much of the heart stuff. But if I understand everything correctly, it seems like what happened is Hell takes in her heart, and the heart kind of gives life to that one, that one existence, right? Because there was that whole kind of like dual identity thing going on, and I guess the heart gave a real, soul to the one. Like I don't know, this all kind of confuses me, but something like that. There was a talks of the bird cage and the darkness and flying out of it and all that. Just like I said, it really does remind me of Flyable Heart in a lot of ways. Like even Flyable Heart even also had flyable on the title wings, right? Like it's just man, it's kind of crazy how similar in some ways. But yeah, the point is, we're on a ship. We have Yui here, we have Shadow here, and we have Nagisa here. So almost like every main girl is pretty much on this ship, I would say, at this point. I don't really think we're missing anyone aside from the cop girl, Fubi is her name, right? We have her. We had our like first meeting between Shadow and Nagisa. Did not go particularly well. Like definitely a bad first impression sort of thing, but that one scene made it clear that she, Nagisa's not like holding a big grudge or anything. She knows she's not as horrible as she came across in that initial scene. It's just that it's a lot of emotional stuff because, the whole mom thing and the heart and her life and all that. Like it's some complicated circumstances. So, but we're all on a very nice ship. Let's try to enjoy ourselves, everyone, as best we can. But freaking Shadow trying to gamble her way to success, which that always works out well. But not really, not really. But it's always nice just Shadow having screen time at all because she really hasn't had a whole lot. And some of the Shadow we did get in the show was a fake, So every time I see her, my first thought is that the real one? But most of the time, it's probably the real one. But you never know for sure. But yeah, they brought up this whole bequest thing. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That we're trying to find. We did not quite find it yet. Which, anything worth finding is not going to be easy to find. We had Kimi, make a kind of like a date arrangement with Nagisa. And she definitely took that as a bit of a date sort of thing. Getting all dressed up in her fancy, wonderful clothing. Which would later get like sprinkled and messed up by a stupid tentacle tail thingy, whatever that is. Very, very, very sad stuff. But I did like the kind of muttering to herself that she did upon realization that this wasn't quite what she was hoping it was. That was great. But yeah, that's when we had to talk about the cage and Siesta and the role that she had on her and all that stuff. Definitely some good stuff to get into. But then we had some attack, right? Some kind of terrorist attack, and Nagisa gets caught up in it because of course she does, right? Freaking bad guys doing bad guy things. They see the protagonist with a nice cute girl, and they take her to make the protagonist do what they want. It's a tale as old as time itself, really. Let's be honest. In fact, it almost her kind of like hanging like that almost reminded me of what's her name? Asuka. Whatever the girl from Sword Art Online is, and during the fairy arc, how she was like hung up by like a chain or whatever. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But I also got to see Yui's eye again, which is always a treat. And a lot of talk about sidekicks and necessities and all that stuff. There's definitely a theme of like how to live your life in this show, right? And some people are detectives, some people are sidekicks, some people are sidekicks of sidekicks. Just find whatever works for you, I suppose. But yeah, we pretty much ended off on that standoff, and freaking Nagisa telling him to shoot her. Like, he's not gonna do that. Like, not for a second did I believe he would actually do that. Like, there was some initial shock when she actually said that, but like, I knew he wouldn't. He's not the kind of guy that would do that. So he'll get things figured out. Kimi's he's a pretty smart kid. He's got this. So, but yeah, definitely is rough seeing Nagisa like this. Especially because, like, we've been away from her for so long, taking a step back, getting all that good siesta stuff. that it was nice just to have her back in the show, and now look what happens to her. It's quite unfortunate. But she did not get shot, so it didn't go as poorly as it could have. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about the episode. Really. It's a very nice boat. It's a very nice boat, let's be honest. So, if you enjoyed this video, I do hope you click that like button, subscribe, Patreon, stuff like that, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.